Donald Trump held an event at the White House that was called a women's event, and things got creepy right away. Donald Trump started talking about giving women goodies in the form of fertilization. It got really gross. Here, play this clip.
You're doing great on it. And we're going to have tremendous goodies in the bag for women too. The women, between the fertilization and all of the other things that we're talking about, it's going to be.
Then he started talking about Hannibal Lecter and says, we win because of Hannibal Lecter. I always like to talk about him. Here, play this clip.
And I used to say, Dr. Hannibal Lecter, the great Dr. Hannibal Lecter is in a hotel room near you. And the fake news back there, a lot of fake news here, by the way. Fake news would say, why does he keep mentioning Hannibal Lecter?
Going back to Donald Trump being extra creepy and weird and deranged at this press conference, this women's event press conference. He then keeps on saying he likes fertilization and he wants to be known as the fertilization president. Here, play this clip.
I'll be known as the fertilization president. That's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've been called much worse. Actually, I like it, right? I like it. Thank you.
By the way, Donald Trump had made promises that he would have free IVF, which was, again, one of his false promises as well. Donald Trump then said, I keep hearing women don't like me, women like me, women like me. That's what he's saying at the women's event repeatedly. I'll just show you a small portion. Let's play it.
In election, we did fantastically well with women. I kept hearing, women don't like him. I said, I think they do. Don't like, fake polls don't like me. That's who don't like me. But we're setting records in so many of these cases. And I was for women. I was for the women, the suburban housewife, where I stopped low-income housing projects from being built at a house next to you, where people were being decimated. The houses were being literally ripped up and destroyed. And I stopped it, and we've stopped it again. We had to stop it again. I stopped it first term. We had a great first term, a really successful first term. We had the.
Then Donald Trump refers to his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, as a beautiful, strong, wonderful woman. Play this clip.
And this is a beautiful, strong, wonderful woman, Attorney General Pam Bondi. But yesterday, she was talking about these guys that like burning down cars and plants and everything else. And I was watching her on television. She said, I'm going to get you. We're going to find you. And you're going to suffer. And I say, man, I don't want her after me. And it's amazing. The attacks have gone down very, very precipitously. So Pam is fantastic. Thank you very much, Pam. Really amazing.
Then Donald Trump says that the word groceries is a interesting word, that not a lot of people know the word groceries, but he knows the word groceries. Play this clip.
Like this. But we also, by the way, we lowered energy costs really like tremendously. Energy's way down. Cost of gasoline's way down. The cost of groceries, a word that I used a lot on the campaign. It's like an old-fashioned word, but it's a beautiful word, very descriptive word. And the groceries are coming down, Brooke, at a level that we're finally getting costs under control in our country, and people don't like talking about it because it's so good, it's so positive.
Then Trump continue his lies and then says on day one he's going to lower the prices of things. Donald, you're over 60 days into the regime right now. You've not lowered prices. You've tanked the market. You've destroyed people's life savings. You destroyed people's 401ks. You destroyed the market again. Play this clip.
But on day one, we're ending the inflation nightmare that Joe Biden created and caused, but just by his spending, two things, his spending, but I think more important, he destroyed our energy policy, and energy started going up, gasoline, any form of energy went through the roof.
Again, idiot. It's not day one. He lies so effortlessly. I mean, he lies about everything that he's pretending that it's day one. Then Donald Trump says that he's going after colleges and law firms. Let's play it.
Because of how bad they were, we're able to do things that we could have never done if it were traditional. I don't think, Marjorie, we would have ever been able to have done the things we are doing now. You see what we're doing with the colleges. and they're all bending and saying, sir, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And nobody can believe it, including law firms that have been so horrible, law firms that nobody would believe. And they're just saying, where do I sign? Where do I sign? Nobody can believe it. And there's more coming. But we really are in the golden age of America, and I think you're going to see it more and more as we go along.
Then Donald Trump talks about Kristi Noem, the head of the Department of Homeland Security, she's the Secretary of Homeland Security. She's the one who's also involved in these kidnappings of migrants and sending them to concentration camps in El Salvador. As we learn a lot of the stories about these individuals who are not gang members at all. Play this clip.
Destroy our country. And a woman, by the way, the head of Homeland, Kristi is doing a great job. Kristi Noem. She's doing a great job. She's getting them out. And Tom Homan.
Right. All Kristi Noem does, by the way, she killed her dog, is cosplay in different outfits. And like she goes around dressed up in like different outfits and acts like she's doing missions. It is so bizarre. Then Donald Trump talks about I think he's trying to talk about the debt ceiling. And I don't call it a debt increase. It's just a bunch of word salad. But let's be very clear. Donald Trump is going to add tens of trillions of dollars to our deficit. His first term, he added about $8 trillion to the deficit. My estimates is it's going to be anywhere from $25 to $15 trillion added to the deficit. He's going to accumulate debt like crazy as he continues to crash the economy. Here, play this clip.
Democrat, but I know one thing, that I believe the Democrats are going to be forced to help vote for this bill. And then we have the very important continuation of debt. I don't call it a debt increase because we're not looking to increase. We want to just continue that line. And we should call it, I think, from now on, Mike, we're going to call it the continuation because that's what it is. That was thrown into our lap unnecessarily, but we have it, and it's fine that we have it. But I think we're going to get tremendous support even from Democrats.
Donald Trump then says he's going to miss Alina Habba, who's a special advisor who he just appointed to be the top federal prosecutor in New Jersey, despite the fact that she's probably one of the worst lawyers in the country and has really never even won a case for him. She got sanctioned over and over again for frivolous cases. Play this clip.
And we have somebody else who's like a rocket ship, the counselor to the president. She served me well. I'm going to miss her, but we'll see a lot of her anyway. I hope it's on friendly basis because I've got to be very concerned because she's going to be the new U.S. attorney for the District of New Jersey. Alina, where's Alina Habba? Alina Habba. Thanks, Alina. She's going to be great. I'll tell you, she's going to be great. She's a great lawyer and lives in New Jersey. And I said, that sounds like a good combination. Everybody wanted that job. They're all looking for the job. And I said, wait a minute, doesn't Alina live in New Jersey? Yeah, I think Alina's going to get that job. So congratulations, Alina. It's fantastic.
Then Donald Trump praises Caroline Leavitt, his press secretary, and says how great she is, but people said she was too young. Let's play it.
Caroline, look at you, huh? They said, sir, she's just too young. And I said, I don't know about that. She did awfully good because she did it during the campaign and she was awfully good. And she's been amazing. She just did another one just a little while ago. She looked at Susie and looked at me. I don't know. I think I'm ready, sir. How old are you? 27, right? 27. And I said, you're not too young. And she's knocking them dead. Everyone's talking about you. Thank you very much. Great job.
By the way, I did a whole other video on this. Here was Caroline Leavitt from earlier in the day. You can just see how, as I said, Donald Trump wanted pink dress lady from North Korea, right? He wants a propagandist who literally just spews whatever it is. And it's just ridiculous as she's like, this shows how great we are. Here, play this clip.
And his team. And this message also shows, this messaging thread also proved that President Trump has an incredibly dynamic team who is working incredibly hard, flying all over the world to secure world peace and to fix up the foreign policy crises that the previous administration left for this team to inherit.
You may have heard in one of the earlier clips, Donald Trump was giving a shout out to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Before the women's event, Marjorie Taylor Greene was yelling at a reporter from the United Kingdom who was just asking her a question. And Marjorie said, we don't give a crap about people from the UK. We don't give a crap about your country. Here, play this clip.
Yep. Anybody else?
Should the Defence Secretary...
What country are you? Wait, what country are you from?
The UK.
Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting. Why don't you go back to your country where you have a major migrant problem?
Okay,
And no. You should care about your own borders.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
Let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped by migrants?
Do you care
No,
about
by migrant. No, do you care? Okay, you're done.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
You know what? I don't care.
Service members fighting for your country.
I don't care about your fake news. Do you have a relevant question? Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you.
I'm an American, and I'd like to hear your answer to what she's asked.
I'm not answering her question because I don't care about her network. If you would like to ask, I can answer.
Have any concerns whatsoever?
Well, they're doing some real journalism in Europe, in Spiegel, out of Germany. Private data and passwords of senior U.S. security officials found online. Donald Trump's most important security advisors use Signal to discuss an imminent military strike. Now reporting by Der Spiegel has found that the contact data of some of those officials, including mobile phone numbers, is freely accessible on the internet. They also found that passwords for some of these peoples were fully accessible. But by the way, Caroline Leavitt just moments ago put out this press conference after I released the other video on her. In case you missed it, X post from Mike Waltz. This is an official White House press release. No locations, no sources and methods, no war plans. Foreign partners had already been notified that strikes were imminent. Bottom line, President Trump is protecting America and our interests. This is how stupid they think we are. And so Donald Trump wants to deflect and change the subject. So Donald Trump says what we really need to investigate is the cause of autism and how if you go back 20 years, it was 1 in 20,000 children. He just makes up numbers. He goes, now it's 1 out of every 36 children have autism. His stats are all false. He just makes up numbers. But he goes, we need to look into it. This is what we have to figure out. By the way, Donald, maybe announce at the women's event, where are your Epstein files, huh? Weren't those supposed to be released too? No Epstein files at all? You think we're just going to forget about that? Here, play this clip.
There's so many things that we are doing wrong. Something happened. If you go back 20 years, autism, think of it. 1 in 20,000 children. Think of that. 1 autism. You see it all over. 1 in 20,000 children. Now it's 1 in 36 children. Now, what the hell is that all about? There's something out there and we got to find it. But can you imagine 1 in 20,000 and now it's 1 in 36, not 36,000, 1 in 36 children. And I see it all the time. And so there's something out there and we're going to find it. We're doing something really wrong. And it might be very simple to even correct, but we're looking very hard and Bobby's looking very hard and we're going to figure it out.
And again, that was one of the most creepy and bizarre events that I think I've seen in a while. But with Donald Trump, everything's creepy and bizarre. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers. And thanks for watching.
The truth is more important than ever. Check out our new Truth Over Lies collection at store.MeidasTouch.com. All 100% USA union made.